What's up guys, so today we're going to be doing a video on the 300 million download celebration and what we can expect for the 350 million download. So we're going to be starting with the live stream. So the live stream was done on the JP side of things. And it was basically just saying the same, which is the cell games, and some of the things that were going to come with it. So it came with a new feature, that is the wallpaper. This was the first time that this was implemented, and it's been relatively consistent. So we should see some more wallpapers coming in this period. It also told us about the tile breaking contest between JP and Global. This is basically the freeze the punching bag event. Hit it as hard as you hit the enemies as hard as you can with the category that it wants, and you will get rewards for it. That basically sums it up. It also told us about the new LR for beating the Super Battle Roads. This won't come because JP should get the new stages before the download celebration starts. So, and Global will probably get them when Teen Gohan comes. But yeah, so this won't happen. I'll be very surprised if it did. The story of events related to the Android Cell Saga. So this is where you could farm up the Yardrat Goku, the Exchange Goku and Gohan, and the Exchange Vegeta and Trunks. You had to do all of these stages on all difficulties to unlock the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan EZA. That was the Extreme C battle. It was after stage 30 to 100, you end up getting like 50 dozing cards, enough orbs to rainbow 1 unit of each type plus some and training items. A special virtual battlefield or ultimate clash. This happens with every big celebration, so anniversaries and download celebrations, this will always happen. The new event unlocking the best training location, the Chamber of Spirit and Time. It was in the limited. You could do it, I believe it was twice. You ended up getting 5 Kais for doing it, and 5 of the training locations for doing it once. And you could do this event twice in total, so you end up with 10 Kais and 10 of the locations. This is telling us that we'd reached 300 million, and there was new Dokkan Fest units coming, and these were the LR, Gohan, and Cell. I believe they only showed off the super attacks. I do not believe they showed us the passive skills, because I don't remember people being upset about it during the live stream, especially with the restrictions on their transformations. What I believe they done is they just showed us the super attacks, and the passive skills were found out on Twitter, and everyone was upset about it. So I don't think they're going to do that. And they released the info on the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan through the Extreme Z battle that I mentioned earlier. And this was basically this thing right here is why I believe that Global will get the links update within the next month. This and the tile breaking event. So the tile breaking event is the versus, and this is the co-op. What the data miners found was assets for co-op missions and versus missions. I believe that these are between the 2 servers. I could be wrong, and it could just be like working with friends, working against other people, but I think this is more likely since this is a PvE game and not PvP. And finally, at the end of the live stream, they gave away 50 stones. And I think they ended it with this, is that Cell was holding the Cell games, a video. Sorry, I don't remember if this was seen in game. It might have been, but I guess we'll find out if they do a live stream, because I don't know if they will due to COVID. They might do a live stream from home. It might be pre-recorded. They might have already done it. So all of that may affect it. So after this, we get to the countdown. So for the countdown, we got some missions. Basically stones and tickets. These tickets are probably some of the better tickets that we can get. So these are just all the images. This ticket banner is definitely one of the better things. This is one of the reasons why people like the download celebration more than the anniversaries. And a lot of people do, especially on global, get these tickets mixed up with the anniversary. So we're actually going to have a look at the banner. This is a ticket banner and you can use stones. I would never recommend using stones on this banner. As it says there, you can get, there's 51 featured LRs. Featured SSRs. You don't want to spend stones on this. You will not get the unit you want. So how you get these tickets is for every 50 stones you've spent in this game, whether it be on stamina refreshes, whether it be on box space, summons, or if you've got KO, if you've got in a game over in an event and you want to redo it, this is how you get it. You get 50 stones, sorry, you get one ticket for every 50 stones you spend. And there are a lot of featured units. I believe that the transforming Goku and Frieza are the latest ones on the banner. I can't remember when all of these come out, but I do think they're all quite old. But if you don't get the unit that you want, you will end up with a lot of arbor points. I know that's not necessarily the best, but it is something to think about. So you can buy a lot of more stuff. So we've got a lot of category leads. You'll also get all of the 120 leads, which is really good because all of the 120 leads are going to EZA. Since we've already started in this meta, JP is going to be on to his second one soon. So hopefully you can pull some of them and either rainbow the units that you haven't or put in dupes. And a lot of these units have gotten better since they're easier. And you can get some LRs on this banner. I don't know which ones they are going to add to this. I think they may add 5 more, but I don't know. The biggest problem is I also don't know which ones they would add. They definitely won't be adding any of the ones that have dropped this year on global. So global players, you will not see UI Goku on this banner. I will be very surprised if you do. I do not think you will see Godku on this banner. I do not think you'll see Super Saiyan Goku on this banner. Nappa and Vegeta. I do not think that they will be on this banner. I'm trying to think of anyone who I could see them adding. I could see them adding Trunks and Mai. I can't really. Bojack's already there. So yeah, I don't know who they are going to add, but this ticket banner is definitely one of the bigger things that they do, and it's definitely it's one of the biggest things that people really like, and it's one of the things that global players in particular do get confused about, because I know I did when it first dropped. Really? Where are we? So that's the countdown. So now let's talk about what actually happens in part 1. I don't know if they're going to do the live stream. They might. The countdown will probably stay the same. For part 1, there's going to be another movie. I believe that the anniversary and the download celebrations always do this, or that they're always going to do this, Basically, it's just a short movie that you get to see when you'll first log in for each part. So part 2 will probably have a movie as well. I don't know if they're going to do a part 3. So you get a login bonus. So you get normal login stuff. You can get a whole bunch of stones. You can get a whole bunch of good rewards for just logging into the game, which is really good as well. There's missions. So just clear 3 stages do it without taking damage. Get Zenny, you get more Zenny. Training items, locations, and stones. That's daily. Exchange treasure. This will be just using your redstone, which we should get again. Using training locations. I believe the key in there right now that we're looking at is the key for the Chamber of Spirit and Time. Z Awakening character, Dokkan Awakening character. This sorry. This will be relatively easy for everyone. Activating nodes should also be easy for everyone. Because if they do something like this on Global, I could see them releasing a new free-to-play unit that is fully farmable. So orbs that you can collect and rainbow the unit through that one event, like the exchange Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku Gohan. Clear a story event, you'll get that easily enough. They'll release a new character with that, possibly a revamp. Clear a Dokkan event. Even if you don't pull the LRs, it's still best to get them done. Extreme Z battle. You can do this with any of them. They will all be there as well, so they'll be really easy. Then get up to 1500 stamina. This will take up to 6 days if you don't use the stone. So, and you're also in no rush. Sorry. And then you get clear all part 1 missions. This is the ticket banner. You can use stones. Once again, would not recommend. This is the Hercule stage. It's basically a punching bag event. And this is the event. So you get missions. It'll be very similar to the Freezer punching bag event. This event was different. Basically, you do this once a day for 7 days and you get 70 stones. In total, 10 stones per day. You can get a choice, I believe, getting Zenny, Awakening Medals, or training locations. I hope that we get something similar to this, except instead of just going through each slot, what we can do is we can say it's 3 or 4 bosses, and the 3 or 4 bosses give you a bunch of free stuff. They're really easy to beat, but you have an increased chance of leveling up links. That would be really cool to see, and it'd be an easy way to help a lot of people get going. The dual Dokkan Fest banner, Super and Extreme. So one banner will have all Super type units, the other will have all Extreme type units. New Dokkan events, these will come. Don't know. I know that we all think I believe it's going to be Boo Saga, but I don't know who. For all I know, we could see a Boo Tanks transforms into Boo Piccolo, transforming into Ultimate into Boo Han against a Goku and Vegeta, then they fuse. Like Goku exchange Vegeta, then they fuse. It could be something like that. I genuinely don't know. And the reason why the reason why I said them, I don't think it's going to be Super Boo because Global hasn't got the current stage for Exchange Boo, which would need his Dokkan event. Unless they do something like the transforming units have got, so something entirely different, that could happen as well, but I don't know. Discounts and the Purple Stone, you'll probably get something similar to the Purple Stone pack thing that we've seen on the 5-year anniversary, where you can buy it multiple times and you can get extra stuff. Redstone unit, this will have basically all the Easy A units. The good thing about this is it looks like they're adding an Outer Kai sword, so if you've got all the units rainbowed, you can just get your Outer Kai and leave. Purple Stone unit, once again, that'll probably be similar to something that we've just had on the Global 5-year. The new story event to get the potential orbs to strengthen the Vegeta. I do not believe we got the TUR just yet. And this is the story event for the Goku Exchange. By the looks of things, the Goku did not come ready to go. The Vegeta might, but this stage was closed to get the medals for the TUR. Don't forget that these two units did Easy A. We might be looking at another easy area for them. This is the Spirit and Time story mission limited event, so you have to use keys to do this event, and you can only do it twice. New stages of Super Battle Road, a new boss rush. So boss rushes tend to come, I think, twice a year. So once with the anniversary and once with the download celebration. This is the ticket banner for every 50 stones. However, I would like to actually have a quick... so I know a lot of people are upset with the lack of depth in Super Battle and categories. The biggest problem I can see with not adding more categories is that we can't do more Super Battle Roads at some point. At some point we're going to run out of categories for Super Battle Roads, and I don't know what they're going to do about that. So that could be why they're just dumping out terrible categories. I don't think it's a good reason, but I can see that that's part of the reason why they do that. So I just wanted to say that on the categories and Super Battle Roads. I also don't know if we're going to be getting Extreme Super Battle Road then, or what's going to happen then. So we got 50 stones for 7 countries for first place. Kai's, Osman Clash. This is the type banners where you get 4,000 orbs of that type. I believe this was one summon, but I don't know if they're going to do that with these units having awakenings or not having their awakenings on global just yet. We'll find out at some point. And finally, for part 1, the hidden potential stages are available on the weekends. So we're just going to scroll up really quick to get to part 2. So part 2 had another movie, like all parts do. More missions. This is basically like the Trunks campaign where we go around doing stuff, anything, all the easy stuff that everyone can do, and we get rewards for it. You have to do all of these stages, I think, to get the easy battle and the easy battle to awaken the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the STR one. And by the looks of things, so for this stage, I think you had to clear This stage, you had to awaken both of the exchange units, and I believe you also had to get Super Saiyan, the Yardrat Goku, and the Android 18 from the barbershop. So that could be something that may happen as well. For all I know, we could get that with the Supreme Kai, the fat one, the one that Majin Buu absorbed. So that could be a unit that we may have to do. We may have to get, and you may have to awaken him as well. So that's just warning people of something that could happen. I'm just speculating. That's not confirmed. Part 2 is where we first got an infinite Dragon Ball history. So this dropped 2 stages. This was for the Android Cell Saga versus androids and versus the Z Fighters. We may get 2 for 350 million, but they will be broken up. They may be broken up to part 1 and part 2. If they do a part 3, it may happen there as well, but only time will tell. And we got a top legendary summon with the Android 17, the Android Trio. And the other LR was the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Int, because he got his animation redone from the GIF hop to actually animation. I don't know if they're going to do this again, just because no other LRs have really had huge complaints about them as such, but it could happen. Another Outer Kai banner. Once again, the Outer Kai banners come and go when the banners come and go, so that's how we know when the next banner is going to come. So this is more discounts, so that's cool. Yeah. So this was a campaign where Global and JB had to work together to get a full bingo board. We had 9 missions to do in total. I believe JP had 4, Global had 4, and there was just a cell in the middle, so that would link them all up. Different rewards for doing the rows, the columns, and the diagonals, and getting the full board. A world tournament. This could be when we see Demon King Piccolo come for the first time, so that'd be really cool as well. And then I think the rest is just world tournament stuff. Yeah. So what we could see coming to the 350, we will see something like this. We may see more missions. I do expect to see something like an easy area for a free-to-play unit that we get during this celebration. I do expect to see more Dragon Ball history events. We will get another legendary summon banner. That should be pretty much guaranteed. The final thing that we're going to look at is Dragon Stones. So 50 stones during the live stream. That's just because it happened. 152 for the countdown. 553 for the part 1. So as you can see, we do get a lot of stones for the celebration. And part 2 gave out 315. This brings us to a grand total of 1070. This is more stones than what we will get for the anniversary. This is one of the reasons why people think it's bigger. That and the ticket banner. These 2 reasons are why people really like this, besides the fact that it's a dual celebration. And as long as they don't pull another Extreme Super Battle Road, I can see global players being more content with it. If they do that to global players, I think that that's going to cause a bit more upset. But only time will tell. So that's what it had. I do expect to get a similar-ish amount of stones, so maybe 100 or so less, maybe more. But it was a good celebration and there was a lot to do. And I hope that the download celebration does something like this, as opposed to the anniversary, which really only had about 2 weeks of content for the 6 weeks of the celebration. Anyway, I hope that you found this insightful. I hope it gives you something to look forward to, especially the stone count. But thank you very much. Ka kite everyone. Have a good one.